Look, from the rules point of view, that's going to be decided by Sue Gray and the Metropolitan Police, and we'll have to see what happens. What I'm trying to explain is that Boris and others felt sorry for people who are working long, long hours, and they were simply spilling out from their own offices into a secure garden, which is an integral part of number 10 Downing Street. And you know what? I'd rather have a Prime Minister who felt for his staff and all those hard-working people than some cold fish who really couldn't care a toss about.
Can it be described accurately, though, as spilling out when an email was sent to 100 or so people inviting them to a planned event? Tables were put out, food was put out on those tables. That's not a sort of off-the-cuff spilling out, is it?
No, but you spill out from your offices into the secure area. There was no mixing. This is the point I'm making. So many people, you know, who were prosecuted and felt they were breaking the rules were because there was the risk of them mixing with other people whom they wouldn't have otherwise met. These were the same people who had actually worked in tight offices where, of course, the risk of contagion, as we know from Boris's own infection, the risk of contagion was far higher, in fact, far less so in an open space like the garden. It is, I think the whole point, perhaps, that will be looked at by Sue Gray and the Metropolitan Police is, was that garden, you know, which is a walled garden with armed police patrolling outside, was that garden an integral part of the office space? Clearly, that was the view taken by some people who decided to get involved in that.
Should we have to wait for Sue Gray to tell us whether or not the Prime Minister was there?
I beg your pardon? Sorry.
Should we have to wait for Sue Gray to tell us whether or not the Prime Minister was there?
Well, presumably, or the Met Police, yes. Or maybe this afternoon, as Nick Eardley correctly reported, there's going to be an urgent question. Maybe it'll be revealed then, but I don't know. I'm not part of the number 10 team.
It's been pointed out by many, amongst them Ruth Davidson, the former leader of the Scottish Conservatives, this morning, that he knows if he was there. Why doesn't he just say so?
Well, you have to ask the Prime Minister that. I can't speak for him.
But do you think he should?
Because the circumstances by which some people might have felt that it was actually quite lawful to go from these confined offices into a confined garden. This wasn't going into a public park where others could have mixed with them. And that will be the argument, I'm sure, the Metropolitan Police and Sue Gray will be considering.